Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn in our heavily modded colony in Modwood. In fact, we had a great name suggestion that we're going to use right away for our wonderful district here, Mid-Mod. So, thank you to our commenters that gave us our name. Today, though, we've got a bunch of stuff to do and a little time to do it. So, first of all, we've got to get stable on food, which means we've got to get something in here to hold back the water for the next drought. The next thing is we've got to get to at least these water pumps right here so that we have water. And we're just going to go right through here. Have those get cleared out. And then the third big item that we need to tackle today is making sure that the upcoming bad cycle, which should be, well, they can start as early as 4 now, I think. So we want to make sure that that doesn't flow through the colony, which means we need to get all the way up here and get some very quick dams in place. But let's come all the way back here first. We'll speed things up just a little bit. So I would like to put the dam there eventually, and that definitely might be the case. However, there's no way that they're getting there anytime soon. So what I'm going to do, let's see if we can take one of these. And we're just going to put you right there for now. Let's say that's very high priority so they can get it in. And that should turn this area here green as well as this area here. So let's come up and around. We'll come through here. We might even put in another lumberjack or two around here. And then we'll do some potatoes in here. Hopefully that gives us a little bit more choice in our food, along with some extra food to store. Now we're also going to come in here and get in these two. There we go. Actually, you can be paused there, buddy. I appreciate the effort, but I think in this case we need to get some of these trees out of here so that we can get through. So let's go here, let's go here, and we'll go ahead, grab some extra food from this berry place here. So let's grab this here. There we go. While we're doing that, I did go ahead. There was a suggestion to add the more food options. I don't know if we'll do this right here, but eventually we'll be able to add some lemon trees. We'll be able to add some pumpkins, just like we had in the water beavers, and various other things. So that will be interesting. We'll have a lot more food sources. We just have to find the place for them, because as you can see, this map has some rough terrain for farming. So hopefully we can keep that in. Now, something else I was thinking about, if it's not too much on the science, let's see, that's under landscaping, isn't it? No, maybe it's underwater. We want the water dump. We could do the irrigation towers, but those are very expensive. So if we just do, there's the fluid dump. It's $250. I think we're going to need that somewhere else. So we'll save up on that. There we go. So that one's in there. So this can actually get out of there as soon as these guys are done. You go out of there. You go out of there. We'll come around here, back through here, and I'm going to take this out so that we can get that in there. We'll say that that's very important so they can pick that up. And now that we've got these guys in here, let's get our potatoes in here, which, let's see, we'll pause it for a second. There we go. We want potatoes all over the place here. In fact, let's just straighten out this road just a bit. Clean up our messy roads here. There we go. And we'll do potatoes. Lots and lots of potatoes in this area. Potatoes, 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 potatoes. And then we're going to have to wait for them to push all of this bad water out and hopefully get all of this replanted so that we've got plenty of room for food, because I don't want us to starve quite this early. I don't want us to starve later either, but I don't want us to starve and be done this early. But I do need some water, so let's get that back in there. We'll get you guys back in there. There we go, and that should help fill up those. Let's make sure we have storage for water. We're just going to do pit tanks all down here. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. That should be plenty of logs. And we're going to start working on another project of moving on up this way. Do we have our ladders? Did we get those unlocked last time? Nope. I need just a little bit more science. So let's see. We've got all of that. Let's get 2 more science huts in here. Now, they're going to be very low on both the workplace and the construction site, so we're not focused on them, but I do want to get them in there. There we go. Those have all came around here. Let's go this way, and then I need the ladders more than I need just about anything else. Let's take a look. We might be able to use one of the decoration blocks if we're lucky. We can do 80. Oh, that's a bit rough. We might just wait, get back over to this other side over here. But let's take a look at this. We're going to plan for a ladder right there. So let's just say that spot is good. And then we're going to come up this way and we're going to get a ladder in there. Come up this way, get 2 more in here. And then we'll be all the way up here. We need to come around, get a ladder here, and then we can start blocking off some of these here. But hopefully that will be before... Oh, there's our drought approaching. Before our next, or our first bad tide here to come in. Let's do all of this, all of that. There we go. Let's get water here, just as much as we can possibly get. Do we have just one guy? Yep. We've got plenty going on there. We're going to make this baked potatoes before I forget about it. There we go. These guys are all just sitting there, so let's hold up on them. There we go. This all looks good. We've got a couple of guys in a couple of different places. Let's send a couple more to build. You are not really doing anything, so go find something to do. In fact, we'll move you over here and see if you can clean out some of this area of trees. We like trees, but we definitely need them to build at the moment, so all of that's going in, if possible. And I don't want a tree to form down here, so I can't get down there, so I'm just going to put that there for now and kind of save a spot, just in case. There we go. Let's see, we still have 4, so let's add 4 more here until they get more stuff built. And now, hopefully that moves stuff around so much better that we can get our water filled back up in time for this big upcoming drought. There we go. We'll let them keep going. I'm going to go up to actually 20 hours so we have more time to pull stuff in. We have more time for science. We have more time for everything. Let's speed her back up here. I don't know that I need any more beavers, but it does kind of look like we're going to need a few more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 houses ready to make here, but we don't really have a way up there yet until we get the science, so they shouldn't overpopulate us. At least, hopefully. That's the plan. There we go. These are back up. Let's grab these and this so nobody is hungry anymore. Let's get somebody in here. This one I don't care much about, but hopefully they get in there. Let's put you at normal, and I'm going to pause and redo you. There we go. So we've got 4 there that can get stuff moved around pretty quickly. Water, water, and more water. That's what I wanted to see. We're getting close on the amount of science we finally need. Good old Taraka here is getting things done, getting done what needs to be done. Hopefully when we get a couple more beavers, we can get more science in here. We haven't had to turn back on the lumber mill yet, so that's a good thing. Where's our carrots? Our carrots are getting close, which means we're going to lose 3 of our workers, probably the haulers, but we'll work on that. If the drought comes, we might actually lose 2 of these, so we'll just work on that. We'll leave this one going the whole time, but we'll turn this one off. Hopefully that's enough water for them. They are building pretty quick. We've got our logs here. We've got plenty of logs, but no food. So, oh, there's our first food. We need people here badly, so let's get them in there. You're focused on potatoes, so let's get those potatoes and carrots back in here. I'm gonna need you. There we go. We'll put some potatoes in here. We've got berries. Nope. Do we have berries? Let's leave you for that, but I'd like another one of you over here just for berries, so we have a place for them. There we go. Actually, let's get some people in here because they can come down here and help pull up these carrots as well. Maybe get a little bit more in there. We're getting close to what we need for that ladder, which means we're probably going to have to turn back on a couple more items. For instance, these right here are going to be needed to make those ladders. This, you will end up being, let's make you the baked potatoes. There we go. I know, there's no way up there at the moment, but they'll get them. Let's also come over here and grab all of these, if possible. So, also, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to pause you. And I'm going to say, don't replant these right here, because I might need to put a water dump in there so that we can keep some plants alive. But we're going pretty well on this so far. As soon as I get that last 4 on the science here, there's 298, 299, and 300. Let's grab you. The ladder, which is one of my favorite mods. In fact, I like it so much, let's go take a quick look at the mod itself. Today on our mod break, we are taking a look at the ladder mod by Tobert. This is a lightweight but very powerful mod to help your colonies. The ladder mod, at its most basic, is a way to move your beavers between different elevations on your map. Ladders can be stacked on top of each other for maximum effect. However, there's a drawback here where if you try to make more than 2 freestanding ladders, you get this lovely message telling you that you can't do that. To get around this, you just need something for the beavers to stand on to build to the next 2 levels. You can repeat this as much as you like. In fact, the sky is the limit, or really the view distance is the limit. And it doesn't have to be just platforms, it can be anything beavers can stand on top of. A great use for this is to build all of your storage vertically and save space. Just be sure to build 2 ladders first, then the storage next, then the ladders, till it's the tallest you want. Just make sure you don't build them backwards and block all your traffic. Overall, this is a great mod and it'll help add tons of verticality to your builds. So now with the ladders in place, we can finally go and get up to here. We are, of course, going to need some more science, though. We need gates to close these off properly, along with probably some levees, but at least we'll be able to get up there fairly soon. Our carrots came in, and it looks like we're finally getting some potatoes. So let's grill those potatoes up, make sure we got somebody in there. Let's see. You are just sitting, so we'll do that. You can go find something else to do, because there's plenty of things to do. You guys are not going quite yet. Is there somebody here? Nope. Sure don't have anybody, do I? Well, let's do... I'm going to lower this down, and we don't really need to move too much stuff at the moment. So hopefully... Nope, they still didn't go in here. I don't need to build as much stuff. In fact, is there any... It's just those being built right now. In fact, did those get built already? Well, they already used as many of the planks as they could, so we need to turn that back on. You're taking care of your stuff. They are farming. You are not farming, so go find something else to do, please. Thank you. And now we've kind of evened out. Do we have people? We do have people picking berries, which is good. Let's see. I'm going to put you back to 1, and we'll say you're very important. There we go. We'll see if we can get a little bit more science during the drought here so that we can finally connect up these other houses. We do really, really need them, but I am afraid that at the end of this next one, cycle 4 or 5 is going to be the bad tide, which would really, really be rough on us. So the food is starting to come in. We're back on that. The water is okay. We should be able to last. So let's move a couple of people around again. I don't know if I need 2 here at the moment, but I will take all of the berries that they can get. Is there somebody here? Yep, you're just sitting. Let's potatoes here. There we go. We still don't have what we need to get just across here, which would be nice to get the extra potatoes and save them the walk around, but that's okay. We are going to need some place to start storing more planks. I think that is going to be crucial. Let me grab the pit warehouse here. We're just going to put that nice pit warehouse in. And nope, actually it wasn't a warehouse, was it? It was a pit pile. There we go. And we'll just store them here for now. It's a little bit of a walk, but I think they'll be okay. We've got all of that. You know what? I want to pause these for a second because we can't get to them quite yet, but it's close. And now we're really generating some science points. You're not going to be able to do anything while this is all dry. You're not going to be able to do anything while this is all dry. So now we've got 2 extras. We'll put them in here. There we go. Are we building? We are making our way up here. Great. We should be able to get here before too long, and then we can look at some other various things. Speaking of which, we don't have any carrots anyway, so it's not going to matter too much if we go ahead and take that out and put in one of those. So this is all looking good. We do have food. Luckily, we have some food. Let's see if we can get some carrots stored. You know what? I'm going to remove you, and we're going to put in another storage place right here just for carrots. Not carrots. Potatoes. Potatoes are carrots, right? They're the same thing. Close enough. No beaver's going to notice. They're not going to complain. Let's just toss a nice place on top of this. There we go. There we go. I don't quite want them there, though. So, no crops there. There we go. They're not going to plant there anyway. And we'll say this is specifically for the supply of potatoes. There we go. You can be a supply of grilled potatoes. Wonderful. And you can be an obtain of grilled potatoes, so that most of them go here, and then we'll store the backup over here. There we go. And it looks like we made it through this drought without too much trouble here. We are still working our way up here. We do have enough, luckily, for our first floodgate. We're just going to do the level 1 floodgates here. And we're going to put in one here so that we can get down there. And that will shut us off completely. So that if we need to turn this off, we absolutely can. I want to make sure they come in at 0, though, because I don't actually want them. Okay, good. That took. We're going to put one in here. And put one in here and here. I'm going to do... Let's see, one of you, and then we'll get a couple more items here. We need, looks like we're going to need a lot of logs and planks are what we're going to need here, but we'll get through those. I'm going to make those 2 just a bit higher. You know what? No, we'll just leave them in the order they came in. I want everybody back pulling in water. You guys are still working on this. Let's get people back here. Now we need the platforms. How is our... It's 100? Awesome. Let's get that built in here so that we can start expanding our population. Might not be the best idea right now, but I do need some workers, and it always happens that I seem to be low. So we're going to try and avoid that this time and just do something like this. There we go. That looks good. While we're at it, let's toss in a campfire, because they don't have a campfire yet, and I think they would like one. So there we go. That can go there. Now they've just got some stuff to build. I know we lowered this to 2, so it's going to take a bit. And it looks like I'm going to lower this back down to 1, so we've got some other things going. There we go. In fact, let's just set you to this. There you go. How's our berries? Our berries are okay. Do we have beavers sitting around? No, not quite. There we go. Let's get a couple beavers over here to cut down some trees so we can keep up on our logs. I hope we don't get sick beavers because of this bad water. There's not a lot of it, so maybe, maybe not. Knowing my luck, it'll probably happen, but we'll figure that out as it goes. So we've got this, and then what do we have in the way of science? Science slowed back down because, well, we have too much going on here. There we go. I would like, let's say, I don't want this tree here. Let's see, that tree. Let's not replant that one so that we can put some log storage in there. Everything else looks good to go. You know what I do need, though? I just noticed, and I'm surprised hasn't came up yet. I don't think we have one of those. Just in case a tooth breaks. There we go. So they're working on all of this up here. This is finally closable, just in case a bad tide comes in. We can completely shut that off. But there are other things that I would also like to work on. Let's get platform in there. And then I want to get in a couple of gates here as well. Let's do, there's our landscaping. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 here. And that will let us, when these gates close during a bad tide, I want to make sure that I can push this way. However, during a good tide, I would like to cut this off completely and not let any bad water at all flow down this way, so that there's next to no chance the beavers will get contaminated. Because they don't usually like it when they're contaminated. Not always, but, you know. There we go. Okay. Nope. I want to pause you. You don't have any berries left to pick. Do you still need berries? No, you don't really need berries. You're good to go. You're kind of waiting, so we're going to go back to the low priority, but more people. Let's make you... Nope. You are fine. You are fine. Drought approaching. Let's get as much water as we possibly can in. In fact, we might do at least one more of those, if not even more than that. Let's put one in here, and we'll put one here for now as well. That way we just know we have the water that we need. So let's do water, water, and water. There we go. Looking good here. Oh, something else I can do. Let's make a bridge, maybe right across there. Probably not up near. That probably won't work out. But that'll give us more farmland. Speaking of which, I seem to have missed some right there. Let's go ahead and just cut down these extra trees that we have. We're going to say you got to go, yep, 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 yep. All of these, you're in the way, you're in the way, you're in the way. And that hopefully helps us out just a bit. We could get some logs off of it, but at the moment it might be better just to cut them out of the way. Do what we can to cut them out of the way. All of this has to go, and then I've got to get another one of these here so that all 3 of those can be built. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to cut things off We won't be able to cut too much off for now, but at least it's something, you know? Let's get... I think we're blocked there, and since we know the next one is a drought and not something else, we will do that. There we go. So if we get these set up to just a little bit higher, maybe they can start working on those as well. And hey, look, we've got carrots again, so let's get our carrots back. Potato-wise, we're actually looking pretty good. We just got to wait for the next crop to come in, and we should be able to start saving up some potatoes. Let's see, can we spare 2 from there? I would rather... I don't have anybody in any of those. Are there any places? Well, here, when the drought comes, we will. You're kind of doing nothing. You're kind of doing nothing. Let's find you something to do. Let's see. Those can stay paused. This can stay paused. These guys are getting logs, but until this goes in, he's got to go the long way around, which is a little regrettable, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and fill this area in with trees as well. These should both be able to reach that, yeah, without too much issue. We'll see if we can get somebody back in there to start planting them. You never know when you need some extra trees. So the food situation looks sorted. The water situation looks sorted. And the logs, well, hopefully they'll still be coming in for now. We might actually do this the other way and say, let's put you right here. Yep. And we'll cancel the cutting of these. Let's see. Cancel the cutting. Cancel the cutting. Yep. 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 All of that doesn't need cut. I actually want them chopped down. Let's say that's important. Let's get somebody over there. These are looking good. We've got water. I want you paused. I want you paused and you paused. There we go. We've got 600 water and 450 food for 24 beavers. So even on a 10-day drought, we should be okay. So let's go ahead and start upping our population just a little bit. We were lucky not to get a bad tide on the 4th cycle, which can happen. But luckily, just luckily for a change, it didn't to us. So we've got just a little bit to go here. I want to go ahead and start taking a road across here. And then we're going to go ahead and take out this berry bush. And I'm going to remove those 2. Let's grab a couple ladders here. You. Nope, that's path. I want the ladder. Nope. You can never have... There we go. 1 ladder grabbed. And we'll go over here. Over here. Let's go down here, and then we can come over and around if we want to. I could come straight down, but I don't really feel like I need to, so I'm not going to. Let's get in houses. Looking good. We'll get our beaver population up, and we will work on food. So as soon as this is in here, it ought to increase the field size pretty good. And once that's good to go, there we go. We can actually fill in some spaces here with potatoes too that we couldn't before. Hopefully that'll be enough potatoes for us. In fact, it might be enough that if we pull this one up here, we'll put another farm up here and maybe get some more potatoes. Let's go ahead and plan for our next expansion, probably up in this area to be used as a small reservoir. As you can see, it holds on to some water. Now, with this hopefully helping us sort through the water, this should all be good water. So we'll plan to go up that way. It might take a little bit. Let's see if we can just draw a line and save them a little bit there. We'll come over to there. That looks good. Do we still only have 2 in here? No, I bumped that up to 4. We finally got 2 in the hauling post. We have got plenty there. Good to go there. Our food is still hanging in there. In fact, we've got water. So let's take a look real quick and see how our project is up here. We're almost done. Let's see if we can wrap that up real quick. There we go. Wrap you up. Get all of that in. Are we low on planks? More than likely, I bet we're low on planks, which means we need to look into expanding out another way as well. So we have some room for maybe some possible other expansion. Also, I'd like to get something in here. We'll go ahead and plan that while they build the rest of that over there. Let's do some floodgates. We could probably stop them right here. I think that looks nice. Yeah, that'll work. And then, you know what? To make them even nicer, let's get some decoration pieces in here. So, do I need a corner maybe? Yeah, let's do a corner. Let's do one corner there, and one corner there. Now, those won't have any effect on anything. The water flows right through them, but they look nice, and it kind of makes it look like the dams have two gates there that'll help us sort out good water from bad water. So we're going to have to find a way over there, though. Let's grab that and this, and we'll take the path over here. You guys can come over here and build all of that, and we're eventually going to want to get up to this metal too. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if we'll get all of this in this time, but you never know. In fact, let's plan for you right there. This is looking good. Plenty of food, plenty of water. We've got one beaver that's just hanging out at the top of the tower because they can't do anything. We have got a very, very complicated set of gates. So next time we'll set these up to automatically move things where we need to. In fact, we're going to go ahead and just close that one. We don't want any of that coming through. This one will go both out this way, and it should be just good water coming down here. Once the drought is over, we'd no longer have to worry about this bad water getting pushed through, other than over here. So that will eventually come through. But this, hopefully, takes care of that. We've got some extra beaver population building up. Hopefully we'll get caught up on the population overall. Let's see. This guy looks like he's pretty much done. So let's go ahead and send him off. We'll get rid of that one slow growing tree there. I know it's a lot of logs, but you never know. There we go. Oh, look, they have got this in there. How far over will this reach? Quite a ways, actually. Let's see. I am just going to plan to take this out right there, unless it just dries up first, and we'll replace that with, there we go. We'll replace that with another farm to help out this area. There we go. We've got those, and we're going to put all of the potatoes in here. We might eventually put in another tree farm, but there's quite a few trees up here. We've got 4 days, and these aren't going to die in 4 days. Let's get that going, and that should be good. Looks like that's all the water we've got coming in for this time, because the rest of that is not good water. Well, maybe. Is that actually getting water, or is the guy just kind of hanging out, doing nothing? Let's find out. It goes all the way up to 100%. Do I get one water? Maybe. No, it just kind of stops. There's no, oh, it stopped right before the water went anywhere. No big deal. There we go. So this solves part of the problem. I would like to go ahead and come through here, and we'll put in 3 more here so we can direct more water down this way, but that's going to be an eventual thing. We'll get that all taken care of. All of our water, all of our food, well, it's currently dead, but we should have plenty saved up. I'm not too worried about that. We'll get that farm in there. They can replant up there. Everything looks good. Let's pause you. We can pause you and send some people out. We've got 2 extra there. We've got everything going during the drought. So 3 days where we'll have a little bit more production, but should be good overall. They can take care of a lot of this. There we go. But I think that's going to do it for this time. We managed to expand out to the hills, save our colony from starvation and dehydration, and we used a couple of nice mods to hopefully enhance our colony a little bit more. As always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!